Okay, boys and girls, we're on day 3 of week 4 for daily math. So we will be working these 4 problems here. Remember, these problems are going to be on your Google form as well. So make sure you're watching this video and checking your work. So the first problem we have is a simple addition problem. You need to rewrite it so that the numbers are stacked on top of each other. Remember, with addition, it doesn't matter what number goes on top. Okay, now I'm ready to add. 7 plus 4 is 11. Carry your 1. 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9. I don't need to regroup. 7 plus 8 is 15. Carry your 1. 1 plus 5 is 6 plus 1 is 7. You should have gotten 7,591. Okay, let's look at the next problem. What was the weather mostly like last week? So which one shows up the most? Sunny was 4 days, rainy was 3 days, and windy was 3 days. So what was the weather mostly like? You should have picked sunny because that was the one that had the most numbers. All right, let's look at the next problem. Round each number to the nearest 10, then add. So you can't add right away. You need to round first. And we're rounding to the nearest 10. So let's look at 678. The 7 is in the tens place. We're going to look behind this number. It's an 8. So remember the rule. If it's less than 5, we're going to keep it a 7. If it's more than 5, we're going to add one more to the 7. In this case, there's an 8 behind the 7. So now the number becomes 680. So you should have been thinking to yourself, is 678 closer to 670 or is it closer to 680? In this case, it's closer to 680. Next number, the 7 is in the tens place. So we're either going to keep it a 7 or we're going to change it to an 8. The number in front will stay the same, and all the numbers behind the number I underlined will become zeros. It is a 9 behind the 7, so our rule is to add one more. So this number is closer to 180 than it is to 170. So I'm going to round up to 180. Notice how I rewrote the problem with the numbers stacked on top of each other. Now I'm ready to add. 8 plus 8. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 1 is 8. So our answer is 860. That's not the exact answer. That is an estimate. See the word about? So 678 plus 179 is about 860. All right, last problem for today. A tree branch has 5 buds on them. Buds are like little bitty parts of the plant that are getting ready to turn into little flowers, or in some cases, little leaves. All right, a tree branch has 5 buds. Each day, 2 more buds sprout. How many buds are on the tree branches after the first 5 days? Hint, you can make a T-chart. So I have a tree branch and it has 5 buds on it. So that's how much it's starting with. It's starting with 5 buds. Each day, 2 more buds sprout. So I'm going to be adding to the 5 buds, I'm going to be adding 2. And each day I'm going to add 2. And I want to know how many buds are going to be on there after the first 5 days. So this is kind of a pattern. So I'm going to need to go to my notebook because it's a word problem. And they said it would be helpful to make a T-chart. So I know from my picture what I'm going to do. So day 1, let me rewrite this. We're going to put the day over here, and we're going to put the number of buds over here, okay? So day 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, for the number of buds on day 1, we have 5. Now, remember our rule is to add 2 each day. So on day 2, I should have 2 more buds than day 1. So 5 plus 2 is 7. So over here in my equation, what I did was 5 plus 2 gives me 7. To get day 3, I'm adding 2 again, but this time I'm starting with 7 buds. So I'm going to take 7 plus 2. And when I add 7 plus 2, I get 9. Now I'm on day 4, and now I have 9 buds, but I'm going to add 2 more to it. 9 plus 2 is 11. All right, I'm finally on day 5, and that's what I want to know is how many buds will there be on day 5? So on day 4, there are 11 buds, but for day 5, I need to add 2 more. So 11 plus 2 is 13. So on day 5, there are 13 buds. That's my answer. All right, boys and girls, that's it for day 3. I'll see you tomorrow for day 4.